Okay, so this video, I'm gonna go over why I created the acquisition network. And the real answer is I genuinely believe that poverty should not exist. I genuinely believe it's an illusion and it's only a byproduct of flawed systems. And I believe the acquisition network is gonna contribute to helping end global poverty. And it may not happen while I'm alive, but this company has the ability to solve the problems in the market. There's just no reason why people should be starving on the side of the street when there's billions of dollars sitting in bank accounts looking to buy businesses, and there's millions of companies for sale that are just closing up, and there's millions of people that want to buy the businesses and the deals aren't getting done. There's literally wealth, like overwhelming amount of wealth all around the world, and it's just not organized effectively. And the acquisition network is going to solve that problem. We're going to connect all the companies for sale to the people that need a job, to the big banks that have the money, and just bring them together. And that's why I created the acquisition network. I don't believe there is a true social media for business or social network for acquiring companies. And I genuinely believe as this company grows and reaches its full potential, it's going to make a massive dent to ending poverty. It's going to help increase the GDPs of nations around the world, because we created a service to help buy businesses on behalf of clients, and it doesn't exist anywhere. We have no competitors. There's no place where if you retired, you had $3 million in the bank, you could go to an office and say, hey, I want to buy 5 different companies. Can you help me with that? There's nowhere for you to go. You can go to a brokerage and the broker will sell you businesses and say, hey, buy this, hey, buy this, hey, buy this. But there's no team that's like going out and vetting and evaluating the businesses, but also installing employees and partners and operators and marketing into those companies on behalf of you, the client. It doesn't exist anywhere, and that's one of the biggest things I want to establish. Like, as we raise money for the company, obviously I'm funding the app, I'm going to be driving users, but I really want to set up physical locations that people can go to get help with buying a business, where they can hire someone, or there's mentorship and there's team and partners and support. Ultimately, what I want to do is establish incubators where people can go to learn how to buy a business, or they can partner up with people to support them. And I genuinely believe that the acquisition network can ultimately become a replacement for college. Obviously, college is never going to go anywhere, but I believe that the wealthy elite, when they see what I'm doing, they're going to have their kids get trained by my team rather than them going to college where they're getting trained to be an employee. When you think about it realistically, like, parents will pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a kid to go away for 4 years, so they hope to make 50 to 60,000 a year working for someone else. Imagine if you could spend that same money where you can have your child associate themselves with other experts in different fields. So say your child is good at marketing, they can stay in that lane, and then they can become friends with a finance and operating person, and then those 3 people can learn how to go buy a business. Instead of like working for someone else, they can go work technically for someone who created a business that's already running, and someone needs to take it over. I genuinely believe like we're going to create a whole paradigm shift when it comes to education and systems, and that's why I created the acquisition network. I see a massive flaw and gap in the market. There's so much opportunity, there's so much money, there's so much cash flow, and there's no reason for people to be starving in the street if they have the willingness to learn. And it all starts with education and fixing the way that we learn. And so that's why I created the acquisition network. I believe it's much more than an app. I believe it's a movement. I believe, like I said, when we start setting up offices and creating a place where people can go to buy businesses, there's literally no limit. And that's why I want to take the company public one day, because I want to take advantage of the depressed commercial real estate and use it to empower people to work together, to create systems and education structure that people can go to and leverage the fact that there's millions of companies for sale, there's billions available in financing, there's millions of people that need a job, and they're all just disconnected due to flawed systems. So that's why I created the acquisition network. I believe it's genuinely one of the most important inventions in human history, and it's going to contribute to creating more wealth than any company that's ever existed beforehand. So if you're a potential client, investor, partner, and you want to know why we created the company, I hope you got great value out of this. And I'm going to go through a bunch of other reasons why you should decide to join the network. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.